Do you know that Africa wax print, like the one I'm wearing, is not originally from Africa? Hi everyone, thank you very much for waiting. If this is your first time, I welcome you to ZS Royal. Please clap for yourself and also don't forget to clap for me. Thank you very much. Thank you everyone. Great. First of all, I really appreciate you being waiting and being with ZS Royal for all these years. If this is your first time, don't forget to subscribe. And for those who are in for a long time, please don't forget also to leave a comment below. And also give me likes. That will help me a lot. You got what I'm saying? Great. All right. Where should we begin? We start from the beginning. Great. Hear me out. Have you ever wondered how something that's supposed to be an African print end up being manufactured in Holland? Let me know. Drop up your comment below and let me know what you think about that. You see, what we call African print actually has a root in Indonesia, where it's known as batik. Batik is Indonesian, traditional, wax dye textile, handmade by Indonesian people, who created the intricate pattern on fabrics. It became incredible and popular in Indonesia. So, and it's so much that the Dutch, who were the colonizers at the time, they decided to imitate the batik and sell them at the cheapest price by using machines. Here is the interesting part. However, they couldn't quite replicate the quality of the original batik. You could easily tell the batik made by the Dutch was something not compared to the authentic Indonesian batik. So, how did the batik journey lead to Africa? Let's find out. It all started with Ghanaian soldiers, or should I say Gold Coast soldiers, because Ghana, it was Gold Coast, then it changed to become Ghana, right? Good. So it all started with Ghana or Gold Coast soldiers. It all depends the way you call it back in the days, right? They were known as Belanda Hitam in Indonesia, in Bahasa. For my Indonesian followers, my Indonesian friends and loved ones, you all know what I'm talking about. Belanda Hitam. So those who know history about Belanda Hitam in Indonesia, please drop up your comment below and give me a feed about what it's all about. Belanda Hitam. I know what it's all about, but try to drop your comment and share your opinion. I'll very appreciate it. Great. All right. Now we're digging in the history. All right. Great. So those soldiers were recruited by the Dutch into a Royal Netherlands East Indies Army. Okay, in Indonesia. That was between 1837 to 1872. Yeah, correct me if I'm mistaken, because this is when I do the research is what I find out. Good. So because they were black, and the Indonesian called them, because they were black, the Indonesian called them Belanda Hitam, meaning the Black Dutch. Ooh, the Black Dutch. So I may be, right now I'm in Indonesia, so I may be the descendant of Belanda Hitam. Who knows? I may be descendant of Belanda Hitam. You'll never know, right? Great. So I could be called the descendant of Belanda Hitam. I'm back again in Indonesia. I'm wearing your batik. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm kidding. This is the Ghana style. Anyway, let's get back to the business. Right, as I was saying, when Ghana soldiers retired and returned to Ghana, they brought some of the, imitation batik from the Dutch. All right, yeah, the imitation one. They brought some of them, to Ghana. And the Ghanaians at the time, they adopted these fabrics, since we have a similar, a version of batik in Ghana. Then the Dutch traders, they were in Ghana already. So they saw an opportunity in Ghana and began to trade their imitation or imitated, or let me put it in generally, imitation batik. They established the first batik, imitation company. They call it Vlisco Group, and then brand their imitation batik as a Dutch wax, Dutch wax or something like that. Yeah, they name it from the Vlisco Group into a new imitation brand called Dutch Wax. Yeah, Dutch Wax, or should we call it Dutch Hollandia. That's how they call it, right? And that from that time, Ghanaians also have their own ways, because they only have the similar of the batik. So they started coming out to started doing their hand printing, similar like the way Indonesians use the hand printing. And that's how their story of batik traveled from Indonesia to Africa. Give a hands on the floor for the Africans. A wonderful thing. And also give a shout out to Indonesian people for their version, collaborate with the Ghana batik, and we all, benefit from one another. So let's make it very simple. So involving into that, we now recognize an African wax print. You get what I'm saying? But we should also give a thanks for Indonesia for their wonderful, remarkable event of batik. And now right? Now you know where original batik come from. And for my African brothers and sisters, more especially in West Africa, Ghana, Togo, Nigeria, name them, you should remember that the first batik or Africa wax print was not from Africa, or rather from Indonesia, but Ghana was the first country that adopted or accept that kind of, their wax, Indonesian wax batik, because we have a similar, and we made it very popular for the rest of Africa, and everybody started wearing. So thanks to Ghana and thanks to Indonesia. Salute. Terima kasih Indonesia. Until then, we'll see you on the next video. Don't forget to leave the likes and comment below and make me happy. All right? See you.